What's up, everybody? I'm Belz,
And I'm Mel.
and today we're gonna do One Piece episode 1134. Should be a fun episode. Last week we didn't have any One Piece, but we're back with One Piece this week. Kuma actually made a deal with Vegapunk last episode we saw, so we're gonna see how everything transpires from there. But should be a fun episode.
And if you guys are new here, consider subscribing. We have the early uncut access of One Piece over on our Patreon right now. The link to that will be in the description below. With that being said, let's jump to episode.
Let's go. Off the coast of Laboratory 8. Borsalino? It is Kizaru.
Kizaru?
Closing my eyes. Alright, here we go. Ah, this is where they probably all met. This is where they all probably met.
A constant flow of new ideas.
They've been spying on him. Right. When he made it, so that's how they know. That's Saturn. $296 million. Whoa. Did you notice the difference of what Vegapunk said compared to what Saturn said? Very key. So you have to really think about the world as a whole. I'm talking about all world, for example, here. A lot of these evil people, they will go along with certain plans and ideas that will be for the greater good of mankind. But that doesn't necessarily mean that they want to use it for the greater good of mankind. That specific idea can be greater good for mankind.
Initially.
And it will be used for the greater good of mankind. But the real objective of that idea is not for the greater good of mankind. Notice the difference with what Saturn said. Vegapunk says, Stella says, this is going to be for the greater good of mankind. Saturn says, this is going to be immensely powerful for them.
Yeah.
He's only looking at the power aspect of this and how he can wield it to exert his power over
others.
Us, you know, like he calls us ants. That's what Saturn calls
it. Was it ants or peasants? I don't know. Something
ants, peasants, whatever.
Insects.
Insects.
I think it was insects.
That's the key difference. So, very, very disturbing, man. This guy Saturn, very disturbing. This is when he became a warlord.
It's so interesting how
Dang. Abandon your mind.
Man, you can't pay me enough money to do any of that.
He's making a deal with the devil to save Bonney. He's making a deal with the devil to save his daughter. He's happy. He's happy he can save her. Yo, Kuma's definitely showing up to freaking Egghead.
Oh,
He's
100%.
gonna show up and tear this whole thing up.
And I hope he does.
I guarantee it.
Tear it all up.
Look at Bonney trying to sneak in.
Oh my gosh. Mm.
Mm.
Mm. Wow. Mm. Your daughter will be enslaved. Oh my, this is terrible circumstances. Hmm.
Damn.
Hmm.
And they have been.
Hmm. Got him run. Hmm. You didn't say a word.
Bonney.
This guy.
That boy Vegapunk. Like, these ideas just keep coming. Oh, and that's where he began. He probably created the other Vegapunks.
Yeah. Only if there's 5 of me.
Right. Bonney was basically family. Dang, man. Kuma went through so much.
I don't know. I just noticed Kuma has some crazy traps.
He's swole, man.
His traps are like, look. He's my horsey. This is just so heartbreaking. And Bonney doesn't even know what's coming. Like, Bonney doesn't even know what's gonna happen to Kuma. What's that? Oh.
She probably smells food.
Is that bread? Oh, pizza.
Selena doing it too.
Everyone
Yo,
is,
look at them. Boy, Selena was doing it too.
6 months later. Hmm. Aww. Imagine like you're a kid and you cannot go outside. That is heartbreaking.
Cipher Pol number 8. Yeah, I do not trust her.
What? She has to be in there?
They're basically gonna keep her imprisoned.
Oh.
Yep, that's a threat. This is a threat.
Right. They're like, yeah, you can go back to the church, but under our rules. That's so messed up.
Yeah, they kept tabs on her, and this is. What did he say?
Thank you, Bonney, for being born.
Thank you for being born.
And that's the last time she saw him, probably.
Yeah. This is the flamingo.
Oh, we haven't seen him. Oh my gosh. Been so many songs.
Crocodile. Oh, this is when Robin was with Crocodile still.
Oh yeah. Aww.
Look at Ace, man. Blackbeard. Terrible dude.
Oh my gosh.
This is
what's
Moria.
Her name? Perona.
Oh, Perona.
Perona.
Yeah.
Dragon.
An old dragon. Oh, that's his ship.
Luffy.
Young Luffy.
Oh, is this East
he
Blue?
went
What's
to
the
East
order?
Blue. What's the order? So they gave him an order to go to East Blue?
Yeah, he just said East Blue. What's the order?
I wonder.
This was such a...
what this is gonna mean, him going to East Blue here. Very interesting. But we'll have to wait and see. But overall, this was a dope episode. But very sad. Kuma did what he had to do to save Bonney, man. But yeah.
Yeah, like that was so heartbreaking, you know, especially when Kuma put his hand on Bonnie's head and he said thank you for being born, despite like all this that he's going through and the sacrifices that he has made and continues to make. Like he's still so grateful for Bonnie's life, and like that, like I don't know, that made me tear up a little bit.
Kuma's just a good person, man.
And he was trying to hold it in. Like he was trying to, you know, stay positive because he knew that he wasn't going to see her after this.
Yeah.
And like once he walked away and broke down, I'm like, oh my gosh.
Yeah. You know what's interesting? Kuma being as good of a person that he is, still he was a person that was able to be. He was able to be manipulated is the wrong word. It's more so they held him at gunpoint. You know, he was able to be coerced. And what's that word when someone has something over you and then they want to?
They like had him at his mercy.
No, they have something over you and they tell you, you either do this or this is gonna happen.
Oh,
there's
like
a word for that. I can't. It's on the tip of my tongue. I can't.
Like it's not blackmail. It's like
it's not blackmail, but yeah, but whatever. You get what I'm saying. But
I can't remember.
Yeah, you get what I'm saying. But
ultimatum. It's like an ultimatum. If you don't do this, then this is gonna happen to you.
No, I was more so thinking about blackmail, but it's not blackmail.
It's not blackmail.
It's not really blackmail, but
they don't have anything on Kuma.
But what
to
they
be exposed?
Right, they don't have anything to be exposed. Correct. It's not blackmail, but it's more so. They had his daughter at gunpoint. Like, if you don't do this, your daughter is basically over with. We're gonna make her a slave. We're going to, So it's like, and the thing is, I think Kuma would have done everything to protect her. But the problem is the circumstances around his daughter is that she was sick, and the only way to cure her is to have a doctor that works with the enemy help her. And to help her, you have to make a deal with the devil. So this is my point. Even a person as good as Kuma in this story, I don't think anybody else in this story is as good as Kuma. It has the heart that Kuma has. You know, maybe Luffy comes close, but nobody really has the heart that Kuma has. And it's like, and I'm thinking about our world. I'm like, it's such a crazy situation. Like, even though, and Kuma was a man of faith. He's a pastor. He's a pastor. Made a deal with the devil, literally. And it's just thinking about that. It's like, what would I have done? You know, would you be strong enough to not make the deal and allow things to be the way they are? Right?
Yeah.
And to be honest, that's where the true answer lies. Because in that moment, Kuma was trying to do what he felt was right. It's just, obviously this is a show, but it's just tough because it's like, it's not the right thing to do.
And I don't, obviously, but, Kuma making that decision, doesn't obviously make him like bad or anything like that. It's a tough decision to make. Like, he had to sacrifice his entire life. And make a deal with Saint Saturn and the government so Bonney can be free, so Bonney can be healed. But like, that's tough. Like, either way you go about it, like letting Bonney, just whatever is supposed to happen to Bonney, let it happen, with her disease, or making that deal and sacrificing yourself. Those are still two very
100%
tough positions to be in.
100%. And in this instance, he didn't literally have to give up his soul, because people always say, oh, you give up your soul to the devil, blah blah, and then you become famous or something like that, or they give make a deal with him and he gives you what you want. In this instance, he didn't literally sell his soul. He basically, figuratively speaking, what happened to Kuma basically was that, but he didn't physically, it didn't literally happen. But if Saturn did take it further and say, no, I'm gonna want your soul or something like that, and I think Kuma probably would have done the same thing, because that's but it's not the right. I don't think it's the right thing to do, because I think it's what the right thing to do to have Bonney died. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
What the right thing to do would have been honest with Bonney, tell her the truth. Truth. The truth is a big thing here. Tell her the truth and let things be. Would that have been the right answer? But Kuma did this thing here because I'm talking to you guys right now as a human being. Of course, what Kuma did is he showed a lot of bravery,
courage.
Of courage, but also selflessness. He showed a lot of selflessness. He's a good dude. He's a genuine dude. I get that. But when we're talking about a more philosophical point of view, and knowing that Kuma is a man of faith, you know, that's where I'm like, you know, there's another step above just the human understanding of things. But you know, that's neither here nor there. But overall, dope episode. Can't wait to see how everything plays out moving forward. Saturn's a piece of crap, and you know, I hope Luffy or somebody whoop his butt at some point. But overall, dope episode, man. I hope you guys enjoyed this reaction. Forget to like and subscribe.
Follow us on TikTok and on Twitter. The link will be in the description below.
Definitely, guys. See you guys later. Short Hall's out.